Hey, I'm so stuffed that I actually feel a bit sick, and that's actually quite nice in a way too, because it's probably like the most substantial meal I have had for a few weeks at least. It's pretty simple and it was fairly cheap, but it was still probably the most expensive meal I've had in about a month or something like that. Close to a month at least. It was really simple. I just bought this cheap tortellini, broccoli, and cream. Yeah, so I just cream stewed it, them both. Just boiled the tortellini first, and then after poured out the water, applied cream, hacked up some broccoli and put it in there too. It didn't cook perfectly, the broccoli, but I didn't want to cook the broccoli or boil it first in water at least. I don't have a steam cooker or steam boiler, maybe it's called. I'm not quite certain what it's called, but because yeah, I really needed nutrition in it and I don't want to waste any nutrition in the water, so yeah, a fairly well-rounded meal, and it feels nice being absolutely stuffed, living on those coin monies. But yeah, my friends were real nice too. I only had about $10 of coins with me to the store. Fortunately, they have these like awesome things you can pay in Sweden. Like every store got them now, more or less, at least the big ones. The supermarkets, they you just put in coins into a machine and it will calculate how much it is, so the cashier or you don't really have to deal with that. You just feed it with a ton of coins. So much simpler. It's very extremely nice, especially when you have a shit tons of coins. I had probably like 25 coins or something to put into the machine, maybe more. Probably more, to be honest. Maybe around 30. So, yeah, it feels a little bit silly just feeding it one after one. But, yeah, as I were going to say, my friends were real nice. I didn't quite have enough money to buy the planned dinner, really. But they helped me out. And, yeah, I also, yeah, I got they paid for the cream, and I actually they said it would help out. So I actually I said that I've been like craving for something just unhealthy, or not unhealthy per se, or it is very unhealthy, but I just needed something to eat except something that's like necessary for my survival. So I bought a bag of chips or crisps. And yeah, and my friend bought me some chocolate too, so like a small gesture but super nice. I mean, we didn't need to do that, but it's something that I really appreciate at this point of time, especially dealing with having $2 on my bank account, less than that, so 12 crowns I think it is. But yeah, I got funds too, which I've spoken about earlier, but it's money that I'm not touching. I need them for important stuff. If things really go to hell, I will need to use them, but at this point of time, I don't really need to. And after living this month, or yeah, especially the last month of being living fairly poorly, like I've not have almost any money at all, very little money, and it's just interesting living that way. I appreciate it, even though it's hard. I mean, a lot of people need to live like this every day and less, like way less too. But I don't know. It's a fun kind of project, just living on the bare minimum. But the problem is also that I feel malnutrition. It's very hard to get all the vitamins and the protein and also the carbohydrates and everything that you actually need for your body and your, yeah, for you to actually work properly. Because I've some days feel extremely weak, which I can only explain as malnutrition. Even though I eat, I probably get around enough calories I need for a day, or less actually. But that's not too bad. I've been losing some weight, but I've also been exercising quite a lot recently, or a fair bit at least. Just going back and from school also is quite a journey. Takes probably 15 minutes with longboard down there, probably like 20 home, but if you walk it takes about 35-40 minutes either way. So that's a lot of exercise by itself, but I've also been lifting weights at home here. Not this, I don't have that heavy weight. This that I have is very, I think it's 1.5 kilo, 3 kilo, and 5 kilo. Like dumbbells. I think they're called dumbbells. So I mean it's not very heavy, but if you do a lot of sets and repetitions, you still can get the workout done. And I'm not that strong anymore either, but it's more than enough because you can get pretty creative with just doing like moves slowly and more static things. If you just do a move slower, it will, especially if you work with gravity, just do a move like you can use the effect of gravity a lot. Even though you don't have a lot of weight, you still can do some things that feel extremely, that feels quite, you can increase the weight of the item quite a lot if you're just clever about how you use them. I mean, just your body, you can do like so many things just to exercise, but I'm no fitness guru by any stretch of the imagination, but I think I've gotten down a few good ways to work out for me. Oh yeah, but yeah, holy shit. I've just been when I'm actually trying to focus on school or just going seeing people every day. Today I went to school. We got a project room, a room you can basically book and you can have it for the entire course. So we just have this room, which we are 5 people in my group, and today we basically just hung out there, talked about a lot of different things, but we didn't get any work done. I haven't been productive in school way at all, except going there, which is better than I tend to do a lot. But yeah, I mean, at least it's good for. I don't know what it's good for really, but it's good for me to actually just get out of the house, being comfortable, trying to have the energy to do so. But I just get so drained. Just I haven't really done anything to. I've done things. I've gone grocery shopping, and also I took my laptop down there. Didn't need to anyway, but just longboarding down and back up, and yeah, it's just, and also just hanging out with people is, and being just in environments where there are a lot of people, being in public is something that really drains me fast too. I don't notice it when I'm in the public spaces or with friends and stuff like that usually. I feel it, but I don't know. I just suppress it automatically, but as soon as I get home or alone, I just feel so drained. It's so crazy. Like I always push myself too far without even realize it because I'm usually too concentrated at the thing at hand to some extent, and when I'm done, I'm just done. I'm just done. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but I don't know. I will try to read and stuff like that. I got some literature to read about. We're gonna have this fucking stupid interview. We're supposed to interview someone for, yeah, a method of science thingy. I don't know what it's called in English. I haven't read enough about it in English to actually be able to talk about it in terms in English. But the thing is, I've already done quite many interviews, not a lot of interviews, but when I was in high school, we did that a lot, or quite a bit at least. So I've done it maybe 3 4 times for quite of extensive time, and I've been also present when my friends have been doing it because I've been maybe handling the camera side of things in the interviews. This is just we're gonna record it and then we're gonna transcript script it. So that's one thing we're going to do is just transcript the thing. And I don't know. I like doing interviews to some extent, but also we have so short amount of time, and I've done enough interviews to know that it takes a lot longer to prepare for them properly. And I mean, you can do it, but it's just a pain in the ass doing it on short notice, and also finding someone that can spend half an hour to an hour of their time in a short notice of a day or two. I mean, I'm not really kind of guy that feel comfortable with that. I don't have a hard time asking for people for their time in that sense. I have hard to ask for help overall when it comes to things, but I don't know. It's also I just fucking hate that part of the interview, the preparation, the setting dates. I just find it monotonous, and I don't know. I don't like it. Then when it comes to the interview thing, I actually often find it interesting, even if it might not be the most interesting subject all the time I'm interviewing about, because or I'm quite happy with the ones I've done previously, also because the practice in itself, but I don't know, it's just a pain in the ass and I don't feel like it, and I might just need to do it somehow, but I have no fucking clue who to interview, so we might just fucking cheat the system and interview ourselves, or each other rather. Or I might just come up with anything from nowhere. Yeah, it's just. It's not too bad, but it's just. I don't. Our teacher just made it a fucking chore the way she structurized the whole thing. That we didn't have more time, that they didn't tell us earlier about this. Just make it fucking annoying. And as I said, it's far from the worst thing ever, but I don't know. It's just something about this task that makes it so much harder than it should be. But it's, yeah. I don't know. I just don't feel like it. I don't know who I want to interview, and if I'm not interested, it's just gonna be bad. But at least I know I have the capability of doing decent interviews. We managed to do some pretty decent videos, interviewing videos at least for like 18-year-olds a few years back, so. But then it was edited too. I don't really know what we're supposed to do with the material now. I just think we're supposed to transcript it and that's it. Then we're going to write it in this stupid blog I don't really like. I just did my first, I don't even know what it's called right now. But I wrote my first thing in it. The lack of the actual word for it, I will just refer it to it as the thing. So yeah, I recently got. We've been doing this. You're supposed to do it every week for. It's like this is the 7th week, and I did it the first time on the 6th one. But I didn't have access to it at first, and I've been feeling, I don't know, I haven't been super. I haven't been to school a lot yet. I mean, I'm trying to just figure out my life, stay healthy, actually do like figure out this fucking thing, and just the room around me too. I don't want to get burned out again, and it's because I push myself too far. I try to do too many things which I can't manage until I just completely break down, and then I can't get anything down, and my will to live is just like in the rock bottom, more or less, or at least to do anything of my life. I like completely lose motivation if I push myself too hard, which I do way too often. Then I need time to do fucking nothing for a while, and I don't know. I just feel like maybe I'm reaching that point again soon because things been going pretty fine for a while, but I don't know. Doing just normal day stuff is fucking exhausting for me nowadays. And there always been to some extent because I'm fucked up, but it's not easy being in college with ADHD and dyslexia. It takes a lot of effort, and I mean, even just being in public spaces takes a lot of effort for myself, and with all anxiety I feel often. It's been good recently, but it still takes a lot of energy for me to just get out of bed. It's something like deep inside of me. I just want to lay there all day, but it's something I force myself from doing. Mostly, at least. But I kinda need a day too where I just lay in bed for how long I ever feel like. I mean, it was a long time since I did that. I probably need to take one of those days soon, but maybe I can put it up to the weekend too. But 2 days of weekend isn't enough for me, usually. I don't really feel rejuvenated until next week starts, really. But I mean, a lot of people most likely feel that way too. I understand that, but I don't know. I just fucking, if a lot of people feel like that, why the fuck do we do it? I mean, there must be a alternatives for it. Yeah, it's just I'm having a hard time just keeping my life on track. trying to stay healthy, exercise, see people, be productive, cleaning out the house, like eating decent food, and also with the I'm not that worried about money anymore. I was a bit more worried before, like a month ago, when I noticed like that this will be a hard month, or however it will continue like this of not having barely any money at all, living on, as I said, a total minimum, and also that have given me some headache about the whole thing. But in the current situation, until I'm actually broke, like completely broke, I still have a bunch of like coins laying here, which is food for a few days at least, if you spend them well. At least it's probably like one pizza or one and a half. So if I just go and buy a pizza, I'm going to get broke pretty damn fast. But I'm not planning on doing that. Well, yeah, I don't know. I might read after this, but I'm fucking worn out. So I'm just going to wait for my food to digest and give me some energy, hopefully. And maybe after that, I will actually do some schoolwork. Actually read a bit. Think if there's anyone I actually want to interview, or if I will just fluke on the whole thing, or not fluke, or yeah, just cheat the thing. Well, thank you for watching. I probably can fall asleep pretty early today, but I often get tricked by it. I just get exhausted, and after a while, after being home relaxing for a little bit, usually my energy just comes back after a while, and then I can't sleep for a good while. But we will see. I got a fucking. My nose is sore. I got like inside the wound in it, and it fucking sucks. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will upload this soon. Probably I might upload it like directly after this, but I probably keep it private for a few hours until I hopefully can bother to write the description and tags and the title and stuff like that. It needs more effort than you might think, at least for me. It's probably the most hard thing to do with this whole thing, is actually like upload it. And yeah, well, never mind. Thanks for watching. I don't know what I'm going to do. Eat chocolate. Well, bye.